What up, guys? This is Allison. Welcome to my weekly Meltdowns coverage of American Horror Story, Season 5, Episode 11, entitled Battle Royale, Part 1. So there's a lot going on in this episode. There were some things explained without really being explained. We got some TMI, per Miss Evers, per usual. We found out that Sally really does know every single vein in the human body, if you know what I'm saying. We know Sally rescued Lady Gaga. We know Donovan died, but not before Iris and Liz took him out in the street because God forbid his ass is stuck for all of eternity hanging out with Will Drake. Okay, so let's just jump into some of the what the F'ity F moments from this episode. Number 1, Iris and Donovan's ashes. What the holy freaking hell was going on with that? Is it me, or after she rubbed the ashes on the bed, did it look like she possibly rolled around in them like a pig does and shit when it's happy? Just rolls around in it. Then has Miss Evers vacuum up the ashes because that's her job. Just suck that shit up. Another moment. Sally, we find out, does rescue Lady Gaga and sews her up. They drain the 2 brats that are left and heal her. She sends her off to kidnap John and the rest of his family, and that's why she helped her. But we also find out that she was a grunge musician, heroin addict who really does know every vein in the body. She shot heroin up a guy's dick vein. Then proceeds to sew herself to the other 2 people because they wanted to be close. They wanted to have that threesome togetherness that people really don't want to talk about. And shockingly, the other 2, they die. So, she sits there with him for 2 days. Then Drillbit Dildo Demon shows up, tortures Sally for 3 days. Miss Evers shows up, gives her a 101 lesson in how you shit yourself when you die, and it really stains the sheets, and shit stains are the worst to get out, even worse than blood. And she rips herself free. I have a question here, okay? What the F? Did she die? And then what happened here? I don't understand something. Did she actually die? Or did she die when Iris pushed her out the window? I'm really confused because if she didn't die until Iris pushed her out the window, then she shouldn't be a ghost in that hotel because she was alive when she got pushed out the window and died when she hit the pavement. So if that's true, then Donovan should be a ghost in the hotel too because he died outside of it. I'm confused. This doesn't explain anything to me. Why would she have that traumatic experience only to come back to the hotel with Donovan? Is there some kind of big gaping hole that hasn't been filled yet where she had a bonding moment with Lady Gaga that we don't know about, and that's why she kept coming back and shit? Here's another moment. The entire plot with the non-vampire kids was 100% a waste of time. They served no purpose at all. The only purpose they served was to annoy the shit out of me. Also, all they did was keep Ramona alive. Now, granted, that was a good way to keep her alive, but it doesn't make any sense. So she's stuck down there with all these little vampire kids, and they keep her alive, just like the 2 little brats. They healed and rejuvenated Lady Gaga, but I just think, personally, it was a complete waste of time. Sorry. Another moment, they brought Queenie back only to kill her, but I really liked that they brought Queenie back. She's the human voodoo doll from season 3 American Horror Story Coven, every time you hurt her, whatever you've done deflects onto you, and she heals immediately, which Ramona finds out super quick when she starts to attack her. But it doesn't work on ghosts. So March is able to kill Queenie, which makes sense. But does this mean now that Queenie will be a ghost in the Hotel Cortez because she has unfinished business in the form of not getting to go on The Price is Right? So, like another thing, Scarlett somehow knows everything. In between, where are we? What the fuck just happened? How did we get here? Her parents, the world's shittiest parents, explained to her, you know, Holden and Mom are non-vampires, but they need blood to live, and your dad is the 10 Commandment killer. You know, you win some, you lose some, okay? You didn't hit the genetic lottery here. And she's so calm about it. She's like, two things. Is this going to affect Gamma? No. Okay. Are you going to try to eat me when you're starving? No. Okay, cool. To be quite honest with you, if I were Scarlett, I'd get the F out of there, because I would zero trust, big trust issues with these two parents. Do you honestly think they're not going to try to eat your ass when they get hungry? For real? What have they done to you? They've abandoned you. They have left you. Their world revolved around Holden. The first time Holden is on the floor starving, they're going to throw your little ass at him, honey. So basically, Gaga kidnaps John's family to get him to finish the 10 Commandment agenda, which is thou shalt not murder. And in turn, after she and Ramona screw, when Ramona honestly could have been killing her in that time, John kills her. He just pow, 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 takes out Lady Gaga Countess Elizabeth, chops off her head, gives it to JP March. JP March is happy. He's ecstatic because now he gets to spend all of eternity forever with the love of his life in the Hotel Cortez. What is it with you guys that are obsessed with women that treat you like shit? You want to stay with the women that treat you the worst. You want to stay with the woman that you're going to spend eternity with, who's going to treat you like an emotional tampon and a human doormat. Okay, have fun. We also found out that it was Miss Evers that turned in JP March, not Lady Gaga Countess Elizabeth, because Countess is like, I didn't turn you in. And that's when March is like, well, what are you talking about? And Miss Evers is like, well, I did it because I love you. I love you. I'm the one you should be with. I did it because I wanted to spend eternity with you. And look, we've been here for an eternity, and you still don't appreciate anything I've done for you. I am basically the shit stain in your sheet. And he basically wipes his ass with her, like she's a sheet, and tells her to get the F out of here. I'm done with you. You're banished. I release you. So question, since James March, who was technically the first guy to die in the Hotel Cortez with unfinished business and be the first ghost, and he releases Miss Evers, does that mean that she can go now? That she's free? That she can actually leave the hotel now? Is this something that they could possibly tap on in the last episode? I'm just curious, but that is something to think about. So apparently, all hell is going to break loose next week for the finale. I can hardly wait. I'm a little sad because I love American Horror Story, and I'm going to really, really miss doing this. But I thought overall it was a good episode. Again, I am very anal when it comes to plot holes. If something is going to happen, explain it to me. I want to know. I want to know, how exactly did Hypodermic Sally die? How did she become the ghost? Is that going to happen to Donovan? When did they explain everything to little Scarlett? What's the deal? So, in the meantime, just go over to Facebook and like My Weekly Meltdown and go to YouTube and subscribe to My Weekly Meltdown and go to Instagram and follow me. I'm the.memphis.darling. I'm also on Twitter at Summers at SOMMERS1977. And I'll leave you with this. I do hope everyone is doing what you were meant to be doing on this earth. And if you're not, what are you waiting for? And I will also leave you with this little bit of something to ponder. Are you the shit stain on someone's sheet? Or are you the sheet? Think about that. Are you the shit stain on someone's life? Or are you the sheet that has a shit stain on it? Good night.